So I don't know who doesn't know this, but Antarctica is considered the largest desert in the world. The entire continent is a desert. And yes, we do get snow, and snow does technically count as rainfall. But the thing is, our snow is dry as shit. You cannot, it doesn't adhere to each other. You cannot make fucking snowmen out of this. Like, so if you're wondering, how do you make snowmen in Antarctica? You fucking don't. What you actually have to do to be able to get it to mold at all, like I have not handy dandy molds, but if I put the stuff in it, if I set it out of the mold, it'll all just poof, fall apart. So I've got this handy dandy bucket of fucking water. You pour that in, and the amount of water that is in the snow does qualify and count towards what is considered precipitation or rainfall. And that counts towards whether something is considered a desert or not. So even though we get a lot of snow, we're still considered a desert. And a lot of that there's more complicated things that I don't know of, but a lot of that has to do with our dry ass snow. But once I put water in it, it'll finally start to adhere to itself, and then you can finally mold it into stuff instead of, well, honestly, if I squeeze this, well, other than most of it falling apart, but you see how much smaller that gets when I squeeze it? That's because it's like fucking all air. Like, it's not like you squeeze a snowball and it'll still be a full ass like snowball size. You squeeze this and then it's just fucking, you know, you can get it fucking tiny because there's like fucking nothing to it. It's just dry ice.
For those who want to know, let's do a step-by-step on how to build a snowman in Antarctica. For those who want to know, I'm here to provide a step-by-step on how to build a snowman in Antarctica. First of all, you're going to want to do it inside, because outside is cold as fucking balls. Now, I brought in 2 trash cans full of snow, 1 landfill, and 1 recycling, because we separate our trash. Now, I also have some mini snowmans that I made that immediately got sandblasted in the Antarctic weather and now look like, well, we all know what that looks like. It don't look like no snowman. It looks like snowmanhood is what it looks like. And I brought this snow in for about an hour, but it's still dry as balls. Yep. So it's still not going to adhere together. So you're going to want to take your Nalgene bottles full of water and dump that in. Make sure to use the Nalgene bottles for water and not the Nalgene bottles for piss, because we do pee in Nalgene bottles down here. We do. You're not allowed to pee outside, so if you go somewhere that takes an extended amount of time and you know you have to pee, you got to bring a Nalgene bottle. And if you're a girl, then bring a shiwi to pee in. Here's a good note, thing to keep noted. If it's colored, the Nalgene bottles are for drinking water. If it's clear, the Nalgene bottles are for piss. Don't make your own yellow snow. And also, if you see a clear bottle around station, and we reuse everything, so if you see a clear bottle out around station, do not use it for anything edible. Do not drink out of the clear Nalgene bottles. These colored ones are nice. Now, after you take the old snowman, put on your handy dandy dirty ass gloves. Why they had white gloves down here, I don't fucking know. So, and then you're going to want to pack that around until you end up with a ball that is, well, it's sort of spherical in nature, but not in spirit. And eventually, we're going to get these things packed up decent enough. If you see, who cares about doing this on carpet? I don't know if you see the carpet here, but it's seen worse things. Alright, a little bit of dirty water on the carpet is not going to ruin it. So, you just keep packing it up there. If it falls apart too much, like it did right there, then you're going to want to add more water. And this is why we do this inside, because it takes forever and your hands are gonna get very moist. At least your gloves are, and it's gonna eat through your gloves if you're outside balls cold temperature. I know it's fucking dirty in here, but it's okay. It's just fucking water. A little bit of dirty water, but it's just fucking water. Consider this a steam clean of the carpet. And then it often falls apart. Another reason why you're gonna want to do it inside, because, again, it takes for fucking ever. Each time you try to press it together, it's gonna be a part of it that just falls the fuck apart, because this snow doesn't want to stick together. It just wants to be by itself. Don't know why, but this is very loner snow. Loner snow on the loner continent. Okay, that's the step for now. I'll come back to you when I have a full snowman. Okay, step 2. You want a bigger ball than this, because what kind of fucking dinky ass snowman is this, right? You want a life-size snowman. So what you gotta do is you gotta take multiple corpses of old snowmen and penguins that I have lying around. You gotta pile them on top of each other and work them in together. So you work them in together, and eventually, when I pile enough corpses around here, this one was a penguin corpse. I mean, a nice penguin corpse, not a real penguin corpse. Of course, we do come around those occasionally, but we don't use those in building materials, I swear. So you just keep piling on the corpses of snowmans and penguins past. And then it all falls apart. And then you pile it on all together again. Again, this is why we do it inside. I know it's fucking messy, but I'd rather be messy than fucking freezing. Alright. Penguin corpse. Snowman corpse. The snow has to be cold enough to, or wet enough to hold it together. Lord knows it's cold enough. That's why I'm wearing these gloves. And it's starting to look like crap, but it's starting to look like semi-round crap. And that's what we're after. So I used up all of the Nalgene. I used 4 Nalgene bottles. So I used about a dozen old penguin and snowman carcasses. The entirety of both of these trash bins full of snow. 4 Nalgene bottles full of water. And this is it. This is what I'm left with. Is it round? Kind of. Here's a little rubber ducky for scale. Is it big as far as snowman butts go? Not really. No, it was way too much effort to make this little thing. Is there the carcasses of snowman's past sticking out of it everywhere? Very noticeably? Abso-fucking-lutely. And now I have to take this big ass thing and go set it outside to freeze. And then do this 2 more fucking times. And that's why you don't see anybody building a snowman in Antarctica. God help me. I'm gonna do it. Probably. Eventually. We'll see if I don't get bored of it. Alright. Picking it up, set it aside. Ooh. Lift with your knees, not with your back. Oh shit, that's heavy. Okay, so I got the pot made. All the way over to fucking 155, just all the way down the street. See that in my earlier walk video. So now I've got to make the fucking torso in the head, and got 2 new buckets of snow, or waste bin baskets of snow, and about 10 ice carcasses left. Look at this fucking corpse. It looks like it's got fucking a bullet through it. The wind just goes crazy and wears it down. So you do all that, and the shit you make doesn't even last. I mean, it'll kind of last, but it won't be pretty. Not that it's pretty in the fucking first place. So it's a lot of effort for very little reward. And let's start making these ice corpses. Then when this is all said and done, it's not even going to be a very big fucking snowman. It's going to be a goddamn tiny ass snowman. Not nearly the size and girth of the snowman you can make back in the United States in a nice snow town. Not enough water. And I know it's still on fucking carpet. Don't get on me about the carpet. It's fucking water. It's probably the cleanest this carpet's been in decades. Maybe a decade? I don't know. When was this fucking shit put down? I do not know when this shit was put down. Come on, merge with your penguin brother. And I lost my pink Nalgene bottle. I think I left it up in the lounge. Not willing to go back and get it right now. It's just upstairs. So now I'm only working with one Nalgene bottle. And my gloves are already soaked through. So that's great. And when you're done, because of all the water you add, these are heavy ass fucking snowballs. Pelted at someone, you're gonna take a goddamn eye out because someone had a concussion. And concussions aren't like in the movies. You don't just get up and walk away from that. That's a TBI. I saw an episode of Hoarders where this one guy got a concussion and then became a hoarder. No other family history or anything. He was like, got football scholarships and was a football star and everything before the fucking concussion. And after the concussion, well, he's on an episode of Hoarders, so you can imagine how his life is going for him. So all those people out there that get into fights and just start wailing on someone's head, think about that before you go after the fucking skull. And yeah, I could make this stuff without the gloves. And sometimes I do, but your hands get really cold really quick. Really quick. The snow is not just extra dry, it's extra fucking cold. That was dry. That was dry. Fucking great. You can see how great a fucking thing this is. And it takes for fucking ever on top of being difficult and trying and every other expletive you can think of. Okay. Ah! Take me to the river. How can you go? Come on, you stupid snowman. Another reason why you can't do this outside is because the water and snow combination immediately fucking freezes as you're working on it and turns back into ice so that you can no longer work with. So then you have to heat it up a bit. It's just a whole fucking ordeal. Honestly, I've been building ice penguins down here, and I'm the only one that's been doing it. Offered my mold to other people. Nobody fucking took the opportunity. Because nobody wants to do this shit. Why am I doing this shit? Is it because I lack impulse control? Or is it the opposite of impulse control? Do I just get an urge to do something and need to follow it through even though it's fucking stupid? Because this is. It's so stupid. You're gonna see how bad the snowman's gonna look at the end. And you're gonna be like, Jesus Christ, all that work for fucking that? Really? That? I could have done this in the bathroom. There is tile in the bathroom, but remember, we share bathrooms. So I'm not gonna lock up the bathroom. Just to build a goddamn snowman. Also, I didn't think about it till just right now. Did not think about doing the bathroom. And you see, I'm still building this fucking ball. It's not even a ball. How big do I want the head to be? I'm not sure. I made a snowman with a crown, or a little penguin with a crown. And now it's decapitated. People kept, it was supposed to be like a fucking crown made out of, was it, God, I can't think of words right now. It's a known thing called T3 polar that at the end of fucking winter, after not seeing the sun forever, for some reason you lose the ability to use words, speak words, say words, think words. Just the whole shebang. So it's one of those, I'm not going to remember it. But anyway, it was just some scrap metal left over, and I made it look like a little sword and a little throne. I thought it was going to look like a king, but everyone was calling it the Jesus penguin. Because apparently it looked like a thorn of a crown of thorns. Thorn of crowns. Crown of thorns. So, Jesus penguin is now headless. Sorry, little Jesus penguin. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Alright, how big should I make the head? Should I make it out of just one? No, probably two. You see, like, your gloves, also when you work outside, well, when you work inside, they start sticking because they get cold, and then the ice is so goddamn cold that they start sticking to your fucking everything. And if you work outside, you end up with these big, whole wonking ice penises off of each goddamn finger. Try having dexterity through working through an ice penis. You're not gonna have it. It's just not gonna happen. Should I save 2 penguins or 3 penguins for the, you know what, I think that's, I'll do 3 penguins for the head. Because I think this is looking mighty torso-y. Not as big as the penguin butt. But it's not nothing to balk at. This one I didn't need to use the full. Well, I'm almost. Didn't need to use the full bins because it's going to be smaller. But I did almost. Hold it. So little rubber ducky for scale. It's not even up to my knees. Neither is the butt of the keep saying penguin, butt of the snowman, which is supposed to be the largest part, which is definitely something to balk at. It's not great.
So this one's going to be a little easier to lift up and take outside than the last one was, because it's a little bit smaller. Ooh, it's very hard. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. And put a little bit too much of my back in that one. Let's make the right. Rivets. I remember the word. The word is fucking rivets. Use a rivet gun. You clamp it down and it ends up clamping two sides together. And what you have left over is these little metal pieces. And that's what I use to make a crown. Let's see if we have enough to make a crown for my little snowman head. Because goddamn, it's not going to be a marvelous snowman. And now I'm all wet. I'm all wet. Okay, just dump it out. Alright. Get off my ass about the carpet. It's just fucking water. It's just frozen water. It might be dry ass frozen water, but you know what? That means it's even better for the carpet because there's less water in the frozen water. Little head fell off. Oh, poor little penguin Jesus. Wait, no, this is one of the snowmen. I don't fucking tell anymore. God damn it. Wanna go? Take me to the river. I just need a semi-round head sort of thing. I almost said head job. It's not even a sexual thing, head job. It's a hand job. It's a blow job. Guess a blow job isn't a way a head job. Yeah, it does use the head. Both your upper head and your lower head. That's a fun tidbit. Come on, stay together. Stay together. You can do it. I believe in you. I really don't want to go outside and get more snow. How I get the snow is I just fucking shovel it in. To these big old bins. To go outside with a goddamn shovel. And shoveling is its own fucking work. Especially shoveling snow. It likes to fucking freeze together on its... It doesn't adhere to itself, but it in the way that you're thinking, but does form giant shelves of dry ice that are a bitch to shovel up. Alright, you're fucking Franken snowman. That's what you are. Okay. No, it needs more snow. Are you recording again? I didn't even fucking press record, you little monster. You're probably wondering what the fuck I meant when I said snow that doesn't adhere to itself adheres to itself. It forms these big old shells. Here, let me put on back on the gloves. Why did I just take them off and throw them down dramatically? Okay, let me show you what I mean. We get these, and these can get the size of a goddamn truck. They just kind of turn into these big, they're pretty lightweight, but these big blocks of condensed snow that is basically dry ice. And before you ask, yes, it's edible. It's just frozen water. Huh. Very dirty frozen water. But yeah. Oh my god, why am I doing this over my fucking face? I'm an idiot. All my clothes are dirty now. I just washed that shit. Oh, fuck's sake. So that's nice. And I found 2 more fucking snowman carcasses that I forgot about. So I may very well end up turning this one into the torso instead of the head. And you're wondering, like, if you're wondering, why can't I just take one of these big old blocks and just turn it into a snowman? Let me fucking show you there. You take this block, you try to pound it in, and then you see it's just all powder. It doesn't pound in worth shit. That didn't even connect. Yep, doesn't. Nope, not connected at all. So that's fucking great. Let's pour some more goddamn water in here. Oh, I'm all wet. And not in a sexy way. So this is the torso. I'm gonna need to take the other one that's outside. Okay, I don't know, I may just forego the rivet crown. We'll think about it. I'll think it over. I'll move these out of the way first. Because I think this is gonna end up being the torso instead of the head. Alright. There you go, rubber ducky. So me and my sister actually collect rubber ducks. Kind of. We give each other back and forth rubber ducks. No, we're not Jeep owners. Only now realized that rubber ducks are a big Jeep thing. And I will be honest, I did think about going out and buying a Jeep just so I had reason to collect rubber ducks. And then I realized I can't fucking afford a Jeep. Can't afford the big prices of a Jeep. Can't afford the gas mileage that the Jeep is going to give you. It's a smart car to have that bad of a gas mileage. You know what car has surprisingly terrible gas mileage for its tiny size? VW Bugs. Yeah, thought about getting one of those. It's a nice compact commuter. Good gas mileage. Terrible gas mileage. I mean, not Jeep bad, but not compact car good. Why the fuck? VW Bugs. Ew, there's hair in it. Oh, of course there's hair in it, Tony. You're doing it on the carpet. Why the fuck do VW Bugs have bad gas mileage? They have no fucking reason to have bad gas mileage. And instead of making a VW Bug with good fucking gas mileage, nah. What they did was they just stopped making VW bugs because people started demanding they make them with better gas mileage. So they're just like, fuck this. I'm just not gonna make any more VW bugs. Not a boo. I mean, that's not really what happened. I'm not sure why they quit making VW bugs. Maybe they weren't selling very well because of bad gas mileage. You would think hippies would be more in arms about gas mileage, but apparently they're more in arms about having Volkswagens. So again, not sure why they stopped selling VW bugs. I'm just saying, I looked into buying it, as any white girl I'm sure has. You know, we like our pumpkin spice, knee-high boots, and VW bugs. I do love pumpkin spice and knee-high boots. Knee-high boots, you just look so fucking cute in them. Take me to the river. I should not have broken this all up. Should I just add water to the carpet? Oh, this is gonna be infuriating for some people. I mean, it's no worse than a lot of those 5-minute craft ones. They're just a whole bunch of nonsense put together, destroying several completely usable items. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be the torso. You're a very wonky torso. It's not gonna be big. The butt had like fucking a dozen snow people in it, and I only had 10 left. I used like 5 for the head and 5 for this, so that's fun. And 5 for the torso. That was supposed to be the head. Again, yeah. It's so cold. It's so cold it literally burns. You shouldn't do that. Alright. And yes, if you lick stuff outside, well, this one won't because it's fucking snow and it melts. If you lick stuff outside, some metal stuff, your tongue will freeze to it. As one of our firefighters learned. Do I? Thankfully, he had his fire crew to rescue him. Don't lick stuff. You also hold metal doorknobs or anything metal outside. And at certain temperatures, it'll fucking burn your hands. Straight up feel like you're grabbing hot coals. Another thing people don't realize about burns, or not burns, but like heat stroke, cold nip. That's they call it cold nip when you get like frostbite, but not quite frostbite. It's called cold nip. See, like your hand go all white and shit. When you get cold nip, it actually, or heat stroke, or hypothermia, or anything like hot cold, it actually does. It's not like vaccines, which make you less susceptible to getting it again. It's quite the opposite. Actually, you become a lot more susceptible to getting it again. The body heat, like if you get heat stroke, then the heat you're able to be outside in actually goes down before you get heat. Like the time to get heat stroke actually goes down. Same thing with frostbite or cold nip or hypothermia. And you're much more likely to get it again because your body's like, when this gets to this temperature, it turns, everything goes to shit. So I'm gonna go to shit before I get to that temperature as a warning to you that things are about to go to shit. Something probably a little more scientific than that, but basically that. So don't think you're gonna get fucking heat stroke and stuff and or hypothermia or frost nip and fucking do like snake venom and make yourself more immune to it the more you get it. No, doesn't work that way. It's like when you hurt your joint, you know, you can build up your muscles, but when you hurt your joint's just fucked up forever. Like Louis C.K. that said, it's just you and that shitty joint forever. And yes, I'm quoting Louis C.K. because that quote was funny. I know he's been fucking canceled, but that quote was still fucking funny. No, I'm not fighting against Louis C.K.'s cancellation. That was kind of warranted. Take me to... This might end up being bigger than the butt. I don't think it'll be bigger than the butt, but it's gonna be so fucking hard to carry over. And I can't even fucking photograph myself carrying this shit over because I need both arms to do it. And I don't got anyone else doing these recordings. Oh my back. Let's see how long I can get by without these gloves. They get more and more fucking heavy the more and more water they get. So they get more and more shitty to use. Not to mention, the more wet they are, the less they actually fight against the fucking cold. Not that it's too cold because I'm doing it inside. Again, why I do it fucking inside. Used to do this down at my work center when I worked in the power plant, because honestly I had a lot of time on my hands, but this job this year I haven't had as much time on my hands, and it actually pays less, but I get out more, so that's nice. Yeah, that's gonna be a big one. Oh, my pants are so wet. To the river. This might end up being the butt. We'll see. So, and the butt would be the torso, and the torso would be the head. Why is this one bigger when I use like less than half the goddamn snowman to create it, or snow corpses to create it? Because I'm not packing it in as much. Because I use like 2 things of water instead, or 2 things of. Oh fuck, I don't know. I'm not thinking. Words don't work so good. Plus, I ran out of dialogue like 5 minutes ago. I'm just talking out my ass. Not that I really planned dialogue for this build. Can you even see the carpet? Oh, that's bad. I can't even see the carpet. Yeah, the carpet is and that's my luggage that I was doing it nearby because I'm an idiot. Carpet's not great. But again, it's just water. It'll dry. And I can vacuum. It'll be fine. God help me if I get a bill. I mean, I've done worse things in hotels. Make me to the river. And we had a work center recently, one of the windows blew out during one of the storms. So you can imagine how that carpet's doing. It's in an office, so it was in a carpeted area. Which is ironic because we have only one very small carpeted area downstairs, but then again, that's the only place with a window. So it's not like the window is going to blow out into a different place. Although we have had pipes burst down there before, but not during my season this year. That is not a big ass rock, big ass ice trunk. Yeah, we do sometimes get ice trunks. The ice trunks do pack in very well. Yep, this might be the butt. Okay. Find out. I'm gonna regret this immediately. That was not wet enough. This is all fucking powder. Yep, I have to get more water. I'm over 30, and now my back doesn't like when I bend over. My knees don't like it when I crouch, so it's kind of like I'm fucked either way. And my ankles don't like anything I do. They haven't liked me since I was 10, and I ran them over with a car. Well, I only ran one over, but apparently you hurt one joint or something when you're little, and the other one just says, fuck you, I'm out. Because it's just like, put the other ones out. I think that's what I'm supposed to do, right? You would think the other one would become stronger to make up for it, but no, much like heat stroke and hypothermia, it just says, fuck you, I'm out. I bet a lot of people are really infuriated watching this. Hey, art is messy, man. Hey, at least it's not paint or vomit, which is a lot of people paint these floors with. At least I'm not getting hypothermia while building the snowman. It's gonna be such a bitch to move. Why do you not fall straight down? You just go poof and out like that. You're the worst, Snow. You're the absolute fucking worst. This is gonna be really hard to pick up. I just fucking know it. This is gonna be heavy as shit. It's not as hard packed as the first one. I had to roll the first one uphill because I couldn't carry it all the way. Okay. Let's do a little duck. Or a little rubber ducky for comparison. Ow, 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 ow. Knees, my back. My hips, my back, list my... Okay, I shouldn't say that. For comparison. I'm not sure if it's bigger than the first one. Are you torso? Or are you butt? I guess I'll find out in a minute. With the knees. Only 3 more doors to get through. Shit. God damn it. 2 doors to go.
After all of that, so this is the route I took to put all of those big ass fucking balls of ice on building 155, because that's where most people walk through, and that's where everyone goes through to get meals, and that's where I put the ice penguins as a welcome to new people. My fucking dumb ass moved these balls this far. And no, I don't have a video of me moving the balls. Here's just a different video of me doing the full walk. And yes, I'm still walking, still walking, still walking, still walking. I carried all these heavy ass balls this entire way. This abomination is what I end up with. Yeah, those balls are way too similar in size. Fuck. I guess it's a snowman. Ah, fuck. It immediately fell and broke, and I want to cry. I'm gonna fix it. Another problem with working outside with light gloves? Damn it. They fucking freeze solid. Because it's a solid block of ice, I'm ready to get this stuff together. Stick it in the glove so it won't stick to its goddamn self. It's fine. Rewet the wet. You wet the dries. Dry the wets. Rewet the wets. Okay, let's see if we can salvage some of this and put that together. Shit. Work. No, fuck you. I don't want to be a snowman today. Alright, fine. Let's go get some more. Just gotta
re-wet it till it's fucking mush again. Some carcasses definitely got recarcassed. You see this up. Probably won't. And this is what you're fucking left with. Lottie fucking da. And this is what I mean by finger penises. Ice finger penises. Can't even fucking bend my fingers. Frozen solid. Try having any dexterity with those. For the rest, all of this fucking hard work, well, it's just gonna be sweat. Lottie fucking da. Swept into the abyss. It doesn't even come up to my fucking abyss. So much work. That was so much goddamn work. I'm gonna take a shower and maybe cry a little. Who knows what the rest of the day holds. The way is absolutely fucking fine. It's just water. It dried. And yes, the carpet was always this color. As far as I know, at least. I'm not asking questions. And it's already gone. Lovely. All that work for fucking nothing!